Okay, so we pulled the fuel rail and the injectors out. Now we're just loosening, there's a bunch of 12 mil bolts, top and bottom. We're going to take this intake off, and we're going to go over and remove the turbo, and then we're going to have to jack this car up off the ground, get under, loosen the transmission, pull the drive shaft, loosen the front bolts, yank her out, and then we'll continue on. We're going to do the rear Hayekis steering. We're going to delete that and everything. So yeah, stay tuned. So we got the intake out. Just looking. The intakes look pretty good, man. I don't know. Anyways, so I guess it wasn't leaking or nothing. It ran good. It held 18.5 pounds of boost, like no problem. Very good setup. So now we have the intake is off. Everything is all just, and we just removed the turbo. I'm gonna probably have to lift the car, pull the downpipe out. And I'm thinking I might leave the header on till I pull it out and then take the header off. It might be easier. Anyways, we're pretty much there. What I was thinking is I'm going to, just so I don't have to bleed it, I'm going to just disconnect the power steering and move it off to the side, because I am going to delete all the rear steering and all that. I've just decided that I'm done. So I'm just going to set that over there, then pull the engine and trans out at the same time, and then swap in this, which is a Series 2 rb25, but it does have the Neo plug on it. But it is a Series 2. Pretty good shape. It's really clean. I'm pretty happy with it. With an R33 transmission. So that should work for now. Alright, so haven't really done much. We took the power steering pump, I loosened it because I didn't want to bleed the system, and then now I realized I can't move the lines unless I unbolt it down there and blah blah blah. So it's a 24 mil socket to undo these. I'm just going to drain it out. I'm going to remove everything, so it's going to have to happen anyways. I'm just trying to take a bit more stuff off before I have to yank everything out. Yeah. So it's one 12 mil bolt there, and if you loosen the two bolts that hold the adjuster, the whole thing just comes right off to the side, which is cool. But now I got to loosen those lines. So we got her jacked up, just sitting on some car ramps. Should give us a bit of clearance. Just to make things easier, I'm going to take the air conditioner pump off too. I'm going to pull the downpipe out, and some people say to take the starter out. I'm going to remove the starter anyways because I need it for my other engine, and I'm going to use the rb20 starter loom because it's already there. It's just as easy. The rest I'll be using the rb25 harness and ECU. Anyways, yeah, so now we're going to take off the downpipe, unbolt it underneath, and we remove the downpipe and wideband O2 sensor. So I'm going to yank that out of the car too, maybe sell it, I'm not sure. Works pretty darn good, but it was a lot easier just to pull it out. So now we got this hole here. Now we're going to, I guess, maybe take that wastegate off. Or might just leave it on maybe, and just might be easier to take it off actually. And yeah, we got her jacked up so we can loosen the trans bolts and pull the drive shaft, and then loosen a couple of bolts up here, and we should be able to lift this sucker out. Okay, so we remove the AC pump. It's 2 bolts at the top, 2 bolts from underneath, just to give it a little bit more room to come out. I was going to say, make note, you see this? This is the passenger side of the car. The motor mount has 2 holes in it. This motor mount on the driver's side does not. Just for if you ever get them mixed up, that's the way they go. So the two nuts, there's a nut there and a nut on the other side. They're 14 mils. We're going to loosen them and then climb under and loosen the 4 transmission. Well, I guess the drive shaft and the transmission. They're all 14 mils. Anyways, so I took the top nut off on this side, the bottom one off on this side because I still have the header. I'm going to replace them anyways, but now off to the transmission. So while we were underneath, I actually disconnected the starter. I figured, you know what, since it's so easy, I might as well just take it off. I can go put it on my other engine over there. Then that's done. So while I was down there, I also disconnected the clutch, the pusher, I guess. I don't know the proper clutch slave maybe or whatever. Anyways, disconnected that. That's 14 mils as well as the bolts for your transmission and starter and all that stuff. So now basically I also noticed while I was under there that my cross member, like the transmission mount, has been modified. I will show a video of that next, to actually suit the rb25 transmission in here. It kind of looks pretty good. But anyways, instead of having to extend it like normal because the mounts won't line up, only one hole out of the 2. Anyways, mine's got 4 holes. It looks pretty good, so I'll show that too. Alright, so the transmission's all been disconnected, the drive shaft's on the floor. There's this mount I was telling you about. It looks like they welded the extra bracket on both sides. Anyways, that's awesome. That saves me some time and some money trying to build one or get somebody else to weld one on. Anyways, we're just lifting this, and I forgot to disconnect the heater hoses, so they're just draining. And anyways, both my buddies bailed on me. So yeah, we're just doing this one person. Cool. Now, engine and trans getting pretty close. We're gonna have to start tipping it, I think. The hood's gonna have to come off. We're getting pretty close. Anyways, we're getting there.